This video is not about trail riding. Actually, this is a little bit different. So for those of us who live in rural areas, many of us can ride on the roads, country roads, maybe even in our small towns, but it's done typically at a county level. Now this video is about celebrating Elkhart County, Indiana. Now our very own Can-Am Dan was involved with this. In fact, he did a lot of work with the municipalities and a lot of other organizations to get this ordinance passed for Elkhart County. This is a Buggy Boogie event where everybody got together to celebrate. So stay tuned. It's actually really cool. So this first annual Buggy Boogie was held on November 2nd, 2024. It was 32 degrees out, a lot of dedication for these folks, and we had an excellent turnout. 87 machines showed up, 179 people for this event.
Here's the old buggy registration. Some of the goodies there. Everybody just steps up in here, registers. Little diesel heater to keep everybody warm. It's going to be a great time today.
To coordinate this event, Can-Am Dan and others worked together along with the MTRC, the Michiana Trail Riders Coalition. And what they did is they worked with local business owners. And the goal was to bring commerce to the area, also to celebrate this and to reinforce it, to say, hey, this is a good idea. Even in the town that I live in, I can't drive in the town. I can drive in the county, but not in the town. And if I wanted to take the kids up for ice cream, it just can't happen. So in order to do that, it takes a lot of work for this. You have to work with local municipalities and try to get it passed and keep the riffraff out. And it's very difficult. So this was an excellent way to do that very thing. So the format of this was a poker run. Now, how it worked was many of the businesses that participated, you'd put up a little picture and you'd have to drive to that location and take a selfie in front of that. And then at the end of the day, you'd come back and turn those in, and then you'd get dealt out cards for a poker hand, and based on the hand that you had, you received points, highest deck or highest hand, lowest hand, things like that. And that's how it worked. And then you turn those in for prizes. They had cash prizes, many giveaways. We even participated with some of the giveaways, right along with some of the local vendors. I can't stress enough the word community. It was really nice to see so many people with a common interest with UTVs and side-by-sides get together for this event despite the weather. And it was overwhelming. It was really, really cool. It was held at the Essenhaus. Now, the owner of the Essenhaus was kind enough to offer it up, basically to house the banquet and also parking for all these vehicles. 87 machines, that's at least 87 vehicles, if not more. You have trucks and trailers and all this. Plus, it was large enough to house all those people at the end of the night for the banquet. So that was pretty fantastic. Now, Elkhart County is about 468 square miles. It borders Michigan to the south and home to about 200,000 people. It's got a pretty large Amish community, and they're great craftsmen. They make furniture and crafts, the baked goods and the food. It's amazing.
Before I get into the whole speech here, this literally started as a idea of, hey, let's get like 10 people and 5 buggies together and have breakfast and then go out for a ride. That turned into this. Thank you so much to everybody here.
All right.
I cannot believe the turnout. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. All right, I'm going to run through this. It's just easier for me to read it off. I want to thank everyone that helped make this idea come together. The moment that we passed this county ordinance, especially the MTRC. I'm standing here with our president. I should introduce myself. I'm Dan Emery. And if anybody follows our page, I'm Can-Am Dan, thanks to Nigel naming me that. Yes, thank you. Thank you. This today, right now, exactly, was the driver to go to all the local towns and gain approval to help bring in commerce in these areas. We made that promise to them. Now today, we get to show them our love and appreciation. I want to thank Joel Miller and the Essenhaus for their gracious offer and sponsorship of our ride. What an awesome place to do this at, right? There he is. There's the man. There's the man. Absolutely. As well as he's a side-by-sider, and he actually stood up with me multiple times at local to try to get these ordinances passed. Thank you to all the people that were willing to team up with me on this crusade to get all the ordinance passed. This includes all council members, law enforcement, and fellow citizens that worked tirelessly to get these passed. We are not done. We're rolling up our sleeves, and it's full steam ahead for other communities. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Thank you, Dan. So I'd like to thank everybody again, and I want to thank a couple of our sponsors. I can't name a few sponsors now because that'll kind of give it away, but I want to thank Essenhaus, and I want to thank Krupp's, Elite Auto, UTV Boondocker, Brinkley, Bennington, and T&B Industrial. Those are some sponsors that donated some raffle prizes to us. We got some really good stuff to give away later.
We want to thank the Tackle Shack for our very first stop today on our ride. Brennan and his crew have been absolutely awesome to work with. Come and visit them. Tackle Shack, Middlebury, Indiana. Gentlemen, how are you? Good, how are you? Good to see you again.
Now this ride was carefully planned. It was about 90 miles or so long, and it was set up in a way that we could get to the stores that we needed to get to shop and take pictures in front of those selfie stations. In addition, there were some great points of interest to see and some of the beautiful scenery around the area.
Moving.
You see the fear in my face? No, you're doing great.
So in addition to the selfie stations, they also had a neat little word scramble. I never did figure out what that word was, but some of these points of interest, like the tower you just saw, had letters. And once you got all the letters, you could guess what the term was. I believe it was a cash prize. So that was another fun thing that they did in addition to everything else.
It's getting nicer out.
Yeah.
All right, stop number 3. Here we go.
Right out. Thank you.
Stop number 3. Thank you to the Bird Tavern. Hooking us up, participating. Thank you so much. Downtown Bristol. Thank you to all of the town marshals.
Another one of our stops. What a beautiful day it is. You're in Bristol.
Okay, next stop. Maguey Grill.
So far, this ride has been pretty fantastic. See a lot of folks out here, a lot of Amish people in this country out doing stuff outside. You know, it's a little chilly. It's probably in the high 40s, maybe low 50s. But all you do is you smell the leaves burning off in the distance. All these beautiful homes. It's just beautiful country. If you ever get a chance to ride around through here, even in a car, it's definitely worth it.
If you're interested in setting up a ride like this in your area, we'd be happy to help you out. A lot of the folks on this trip here, they came up with some really good ideas. A lot of fun stuff to do. We did have a nominal entrance fee. I think it was like $30 that covered your buffet food, and it also kicked in some of the cash for the prizes that we did. But again, if you want to get some of these tips, reach out to us, utvboondocker@gmail.com, or you can leave us a comment down below and we'll tell you anything you need to know as much as you want to share.
One of the awesome stops at Heritage Road Creamery. They have all kinds of good stuff in there. Cheeses and candies and meats and jerkies. Good stuff.
Next stop is Heritage Creamery. We're gonna run our way to the back here for this stop. And this happens to be a poker card.
Oh, there it is. There's the G.
All this awesome cheese, homemade cheese.
Dude.
Made right here. Okay, this is our next stop, Vanilla Bean.
Ben's soft pretzels looks amazing. Moving right along.
Check out the Cadillac emblem on the back of there. All right, next stop, hometown favorite in Goshen, Cycle Works. And then thank you to Matt Schrock, for city council member who voted for the UTV in Goshen. He is the owner and proprietor. And we just filled this place up.
Did you find it?
I did.
Nice. Hey, Dan. He went outside.
All right, our next stop here, Shirley's Popcorn. Great place to come downtown Goshen, get some gifts, get a snack yourself. Awesome stop. All right, who all figured out this clue? The sweetest place in town, the Nut Shoppe. Great place to go get some hand-dipped chocolate, fresh roasted nuts. Awesome place to come and get some gifts and cure that sweet tooth. Okay, I hope you all found the clue. This is our next stop here, the Soapy Gnome. Great place for all those ladies that want to do some shopping. Thank you very much for your participation. The last stop's here in Goshen, Maple Indian Cuisine. Come and get your spice on. Okay, our last stop, little town of New Paris. And what's there? The Landmark Bar and Grill. An excellent place to come and get dinner, drinks. Looks a little rough on the outside, but it's an absolute fabulous place on the inside. Make sure you come and see them. Show me your pics. How many did you get?
Coming up next.
Right. I said pics.
What was your high card?
Ace.
So this part was the end of the ride. This is where everybody came in and we had to manage this great big line of folks, and they had to show us all their selfie pictures. Then we gave them the deck of cards in front of them. They would set it up, see who had the best hand, write down what they had, and then later on that was used as part of the banquet. Now again, if you're in the northern Indiana area, Elkhart County, Shipshewana is a very, very prominent town in that area for a lot of shopping from the Amish community. So if you get a chance to swing through there, it is well worth it. A lot of cool stuff to do and a lot of great people. A lot of great people in that area. So next up here, we're going to show you the banquet and some of the giveaways, and then we'll be wrapping up.
All right. You got your number?
Dan's attention, and then Brad and I were talking, and and we started putting this thing together, and we started doing some research, and met with Dan and a few guys from this club, and it was in this place here upstairs in Woody's office or somewhere, and we started putting this plan together, got with the sheriff, and everybody seemed to be on board, and man, you guys are outstanding. I cannot get, man, what a great crowd. Oh my goodness.
77.
Every rider, even passengers in this, was given a raffle ticket for prizes. But if you purchase things at local stores, you would provide those receipts and it would give you additional raffle tickets.
What's Stuart win? Count it out, Stuart. We forgot what we put in there. 120. Big winner.
And that's a wrap. That's the 2024 Buggy Boogie in Northern Indiana, Elkhart County. I can't wait till next year. It was really fun to be a sponsor and to be part of this and to meet all of you great people. I can't wait for next time. So thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and everybody take care.